Now we will discuss about halides of phosphorus. Mainly phosphorus forms two type of halides. One is trihalide, another is pentahalide. Phosphorus can form pentahalide. Why? Because unlike nitrogen, it can do the extended overlapping. Okay, let me write this sentence. Phosphorus forms PX3 and PX5 type halides. In PX3, PCl3, that is phosphorus trichloride, is the main halide, and in PX5, PCl5, that is phosphorus pentachloride, is the main halide. In this session we will discuss about only these halides, phosphorus trichloride as well as phosphorus pentachloride. Okay, first we discuss about the preparation reaction of phosphorus trichloride. Preparation reaction. Okay, the first preparation reaction, phosphorus trichloride can be prepared by passing dry chlorine gas or hot white phosphorus. By passing dry chlorine gas or hot white phosphorus, that is P4. Very simple reaction is there, P4, and we have chlorine gas, it is dry chlorine gas. Okay, it is a combination reaction, combined together to form PCl3, phosphorus trichloride. We can balance this equation. 4 phosphorus multiplied by 4, 4 3 is 12 multiplied by 6. Equation is balanced. Okay. In the second preparation reaction also we use white phosphorus. We have the second preparation reaction by the reaction between white phosphorus P4 and thionyl chloride SOCl2 is there. This is SOCl2, thionyl chloride. Okay. Its structure is something like HOO and it is Cl and it is Cl. Okay, lone pair is there. We have white phosphorus reacting with thionyl chloride. Okay, now pay attention carefully. It is a very good chlorinating agent. Whatever the substance it reacts, it will chlorinate that substance. Okay, and so it will release sulfur dioxide also when it chlorinates, because sulfur combines with oxygen to release sulfur dioxide as a gas to support the entropy. Okay. So Cl will combine with phosphorus, we get the main product, that is PCl3. Next, sulfur combines with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide gas, and sulfur also combines with chlorine to form disulfur dichloride. Okay, now we can balance this equation. 4 phosphorus multiplied by 4, 4 3 is 12, 12 Cl plus 2, 14 Cl. I will get 7 number, I will get odd number, you know, so that's why I make it even numbers. Multiplied by 2, 4 chlorine and 12 chlorine, total 16 chlorine, 8 to just 16. Okay, chlorine is balanced. How many sulfur? 8 sulfurs. We have 4 sulfur multiplied by 4. Equation is balanced. Okay, so these are the only two methods we have for the preparation of phosphorus trichloride. Now let's discuss about its chemical reaction. Before discussing about chemical reaction, we discuss about physical properties of PCl3. Keep in mind, PCl3 is a colorless liquid. Okay, it is present in the liquid form. Second, it fumes in moist air. It fumes in moist air, means whatever the quantity of water is present in the form of moisture in air, it reacts with water vigorously. Even a small quantity of water, very vigorous reaction is there. Why it is so? You can see it is a double displacement reaction. It is a double displacement reaction with the water. Okay, H2 will give us H plus ion and OH minus ion. PCl3 will give us P3 plus and chloride ion. How many chloride ion? 3 chloride ion. Okay, positive negative attraction will be there. We can take 3 molecules so that we can get 3H plus. 3H plus will combine with 3Cl minus ion. We get 3HCl. Okay. Next we have P3 plus will combine with, we get a 3 hydroxide ion also. Then we have POH whole thrice. Okay. This compound can also be written as H3 and PO3. It is known as phosphorus acid. Phosphorus acid. Okay. So this reaction is quite a dangerous reaction. Why? Because you can see 2 acids are formed in this reaction. Okay, we get a 2 acid. This is also acid and this is also acid. It is a strong acid. Okay. Now we talk about the structure. So in phosphine you can see, PCl3. Sorry, in PCl3 phosphorus is forming how many bond? 3 bond. Means one lone pair is there. One lone pair is present. Okay, one lone pair is present. Then it will be having tetrahedral structure. Base structure is there. If I put the lone pair, then it becomes pyramidal. Pyramidal. Okay. Cl is present, Cl is there. Since the Cl is having larger side, that's why bond length will be quite large. 204 picometer is there. If we talk about bond angle, that is 100 degree. Okay, 100 degree. So these are the certain physical properties of PCl3. Now let's discuss about its chemical reaction. Next we have chemical reaction. PCl3 as a chlorinating agent. Chlorinating agent. Okay. PCl3 acts as a better chlorinating agent because when it reacts with organic compound, it easily displaces substitute hydroxyl group, such as first reaction we have with alcohols and acids. Okay. Let's say we have C2H5OH, okay, ethyl alcohol, and we have PCl3. So OH group will be substituted by Cl. OH group will be removed and Cl will come in its place. Okay. How many Cl are there? 3 Cl. The 3 Cl, since 1 Cl replaces OH, the 3 Cl will replace 3 OH. Then we get C2H5 and Cl. In place of OH, Cl will come. 3 molecules. Now 3 OH will get, because 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol are given there, 3 OH. 3 OH will combine with phosphorus. So we get POH whole thrice. It can also be written as 3PO3, phosphorus acid. Okay. In the similar manner, if I take acid also CH3 and it is COO and it is OH reacting with PCl3, again same case. OH group will be substituted. 3 Cl are there, I take 3 molecules. Okay, we get CH3 and it is COO and this is Cl. 3 molecules. This is the derivative of acetic acid. Okay, derivative of acid. Okay, acyl chloride, and again we get POH whole thrice. It can be written as H3PO3, phosphorus acid. Second reaction is that with H2SO4. This is also acid, H2SO4. Okay. If you look at the structure of H2SO4, this is the structure we have. It has 2 acidic hydrogen. Okay, and so in this case sulfur dioxide to support the entropy can escape. Okay, now pay attention carefully. Your PCl3 reacting with H2SO4. It has 2 acidic hydrogen, that's why we get 2HCl. Sulfur dioxide to support the entropy is also there. And next substance we get HPO3. Okay, this is metaphosphoric acid. Okay, one more substance we get, that is HSO3 and it is L, chlorosulfuric acid. Okay, 2 acids are there. This is metaphosphoric acid. This is chlorosulfuric acid. Chlorosulfuric acid. Okay, that's it. So these are the certain chemical reactions of PCl3. Now let's move on to PCl5. First reaction for the preparation of phosphorus pentachloride is by passing excess dry chlorine gas over white phosphorus, that is P4. P4 reacting with chlorine gas, dry chlorine gas. It is also a combination reaction and we get PCl5. Balance this equation. 4 phosphorus multiplied by 4, 4 5 is 20 multiplied by 10. Equation is balanced. We have the next preparation reaction. By the reaction between white phosphorus P4, white phosphorus, and sulfuryl chloride. We have sulfuryl chloride. Okay, P4 is there reacting with SO2 and Cl2. Okay, to support the entropy, this gas will escape and this Cl will chlorinate phosphorus. Okay, we get PCl5 and SO2 gas. Very simple reaction. We can balance 4 phosphorus multiplied by 4, 4 5 is 20 Cl are there, then multiplied by 10. Okay, and 10 SO2. Okay, this is a gas, it escapes. So these are the two methods we have for the preparation of phosphorus pentachloride. Now let's discuss about its chemical reaction. Next we have chemical reaction. Keep in mind PCl5 is a yellowish white powder, means it is in the solid state. Now first we have heating effect. When PCl5 is heated, it easily decomposes. Now pay attention very carefully. If we look at its structure, these two Cl are present in axial position, and then we have these three Cl are present in equatorial position. Okay, equatorial position. You can see electron density. Due to the repulsion, these Cl go little bit far away. That's why bond length increases. And since bond length increases, that's why these two Cl can be removed very easily. Okay, these two Cl which are present in axial position are very reactive. That's why we get PCl3. This is the portion we have PCl3, and we get Cl2 gas. So easily it decomposes, and these two Cl present in axial position are removed very easily. Okay. Second, we have reaction with water, with moisture. Okay. So moisture present in air, it can react very easily. Now pay attention very carefully. We have PCl5 reacting with water. And from this reaction it is very clear, in PCl3 2 Cl are very reactive, so it will liberate 2 Cl. These 2 Cl will combine with 2 hydrogen in present in water. 2 Cl will combine with 2 hydrogen to form what? 2HCl. Okay, then we are left with PCl3, and PCl3 will combine with oxygen to form phosphorus oxychloride. This is known as phosphorus oxychloride. It is phosphorus oxychloride. Okay, this phosphorus oxychloride further reacts with water, H2O, Now pay attention very carefully. In this case, what happens? 3 Cl are there, it will liberate what? H plus, and this is what? OH minus ion. 3 Cl are there, I take 3 molecules, 3 H plus and 3 OH minus ion. This portion will separate out. We got 3 HCl. Okay, then we have 3 OH and we have PO is there. 3 OH and we have PO is there. 3 OH. Then we get H3PO4 is there. Phosphoric acid is there. Phosphoric acid is produced. Now check if equation is balanced. How many oxygen? 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 oxygen. Okay. Phosphorus. How many hydrogen? 3 hydrogen plus 3 hydrogen is equal to 6 hydrogen. Equation is balanced. Okay. So we get phosphoric. This is phosphoric acid. This is HCl. So this reaction is quite dangerous reaction because we are getting 2 strong acid. It is also strong acid and it is also a strong acid. 4 to 8. It is present in a +5 oxidation state, highest oxidation state. Okay. Phosphorus is present in its highest oxidation state. That's why it is acting as a strong oxidizing agent also. Okay. H3PO4 is acting as a strong oxidizing agent also. Next chemical reaction. The next reaction we have with sulfur dioxide. Okay. PCl5 reacting with sulfur dioxide. Now pay attention very carefully. Sulfur double bond O. In this case P, Cl is there, Cl equatorial position, these are the axial position, Cl. Okay. I break 2 bonds. Here also we break 2 bonds. It's a kind of substitution reaction. Oxygen will come and form 2 bonds with phosphorus, and these 2 Cl will combine with sulfur, forming 2 bonds. Okay. So oxygen is forming with phosphorus because we are breaking 2 bonds. So oxygen will come and satisfy the valency of phosphorus by forming 2 bonds, and these 2 Cl will combine with sulfur to satisfy its valency. Then we get you can see POCl3, and then we will get what? SOCl2. This is thionyl chloride. Okay. If you look at the structure in this case, it is POO and this is Cl and this is Cl and Cl is there like this. Okay, 2 bonds we have broken now. In case of this oxygen is gone, then we can write SOO and this is Cl and this is Cl. That is how the structure is. If we talk about the structure of phosphorus pentachloride PCl5 is there. P equatorial position, and this is what, axial position, Cl and Cl is there. Okay, this bond angle is 120 degree, 120, total it will make 360, and this is what, a 90 degree bond angle. If you look at the bond length between phosphorus and Cl, it is 240 picometers. Okay, and but in equatorial position, if you look at the bond length, it is 202 picometers. Okay, so when PCl is there, P bond Cl is there, bond length is less in comparison to the bond length between PCl in axial position. This is equatorial position, this is axial position. In axial position 240 picometers, and in equatorial position 202 picometers. You can see bond length is quite high. This is the region. These are the Cl very reactive, can be removed very easily because bond length is quite high. Okay, keep in mind PCl5 exists as a ionic compound in solid state. PCl5, like we have PCl4, it has positive charge, and PCl6 it has negative charge. 4 sigma bond, then it is having tetrahedral geometry, does not have any lone pairs. In this case 6 sigma bond, then it will be having octahedral geometry. Octahedral geometry. Okay, so this cationic portion is having tetrahedral geometry, and this anionic portion is having octahedral geometry. Okay, so keep in mind, it is a PCl5 is a yellowish white powder, and in the solid state it is present in ionic form.